Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? How was your last week? I am doing this reading before going to the gym, so that's why I kind of might look or seem a little bit sporty. Or is it Aries season that is here? And the fact that we are going into a new portal with this new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. And I don't know if we'll ever be the same again. This eclipse season has been one of the most powerful and dramatic and transformative season I've ever seen in my personal time here on this planet. So it is a crazy time, but we're going to go forward and we've got this. I have you, you have me, we're all in this together, okay? So let's go into this week. This reading is for March 24th until March 30th, and we are kind of speeding through this year. After the really long slog that was January, like February, March have been super fast. Let me know if you feel the same. Let me know that I'm not alone. But it has been a ride. It has been a roller coaster ride. So let's start with Monday. By the way, I've already set the space and the intention, and I've already pre-shuffled the cards, so it's already here. The start of the week is the Six of Swords in reverse. And, well, what's holding you back? What's holding us back is the question. A lot of what we talked about last week was a lot of the devil energy, a lot of things from the past trying to hold us back, and this Monday kind of indicates that there may be some of us that are still struggling with that, leaving things behind, getting out of the rough waters, allowing ourselves, releasing ourselves from these past behaviors, these past habits, these attitudes that no longer serve us. And there are a lot of things that no longer serve us, and there may have been things that have been stickier than others, is what I'm hearing. And it's time to let go. It's time to release. And the image that it's like cleaning. Oh, well, spring cleaning. It was we are in spring, but what they're showing is like almost like a scrubber. You're using soap. It's like when something's so sticky, like you have to like scrub it out. So scrub it out, scrub it away. All the impurities, all the things that made us feel kind of gross and unclean. It's like it's time to let go of those things. It's time to rinse off and start afresh. So let's get into Tuesday. And Tuesday we have two cards, and I remember these cards kind of came, I couldn't tell whether they were reversed or not, but it is the Page of Pentacles and the it is the Five of Swords. So more sword energy. So a lot of being in our mind, in our thoughts. Also the internet, social media, news, things that could come out. With the Page of Pentacles, there may be some kind of news. So something about being cutthroat, being unfair, taking things too far. And how is it worth it? Oh man, when I first said that, is it worth it? Let me work it. My thing down flip in reverse is what the first thing that came to mind when I said that phrase. Yeah. So is it worth it is a good question. Is it worth it to cut out all these people? Are there people that need to be replaced or left behind? Are you offering, this is what I'm hearing, is like, are you offering something that's pure to someone, and are they not appreciating what you're offering? And is there a change with the five of swords, right? Is there a change that needs to be in place? Put yourself first is what I'm hearing. Put yourself first. And think about, would you do the same to someone else? Would you do the same? The golden rule. Treat your neighbor as yourself. And I love that because it's so, I think everyone can understand that feeling. Like, I would only treat your neighbor as yourself. Like, I would only want to treat someone as well as I would treat myself. Like, you wouldn't want to disrespect someone because you wouldn't want to feel disrespected. Unless they deserved it, right? Unless, like, somebody needs to be put in place and you'd be like, well, if I was acting this way, then someone should put me in place, right? But there is that thinking about that relationship, thinking about relationships and thinking about yourself, thinking about your health, thinking about your well-being, and not taking it too far, not taking it so far. So let's get into Wednesday. So Wednesday, we have the Three of Cups. What a nice, happy turn, right? This is a celebration. So on Wednesday, there's some kind of celebration, some kind of party, a wedding, a meeting of friends, a meeting of the minds is what I'm hearing. And this could be a new network. This could be a new community. Maybe you are, I've been noticing Muay Thai, martial arts it's having a moment right now. Like it's becoming very popular, at least in my sphere of the world, that seems to be coming up. And it's really beautiful. So the energy for Wednesday just feels much like a party, a day to kind of just relax and have fun. All right, so we're going to go into Thursday. And then Thursday, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So growing something and planting a seed. And with this card, is what I think is cool is that usually in this card, it's one person. And in this card, there's three characters, right? There's like two otters and a bird. Two otters and a bird. And in the card before, it's also another three. So there's some kind of collaboration. I'm really feeling a collaboration with friends, maybe planting something with community, setting an intention with friends, setting an intention for friends, but definitely creating and wanting to grow that aspect of ourselves, wanting to grow this feeling of friendship, this feeling of fulfillment, this feeling of being, of happiness and joy. Sowing that seed, planting that seed. I know what I'm hearing is like more like gratitude is what they're saying. Gratitude. It's like wherever your attention goes, energy flows. And so there's that aspect of whatever you plant, whatever you desire, how it'll show up more in your life the more that you lay your focus on it. Okay, so we're going to go into Friday. Ooh, and Friday we have the Two of Swords, another swords card coming up, another swords card. So being in our heads, being indecisive. And you know what? I love pulling cards for the Two of Swords because usually it means that you are stuck on a decision. And so we may be in the in-between. And I'm hearing the word void, the void space. And it can be really uncomfortable. The in-between is really, I mean, it's like where everything is and so much happens is like a waiting room, but sometimes it just feels so unpleasant because you just want to get to the destination if you've been there for too long. And okay, so Two of Swords, let's pull two cards. What are we in between? Interesting. Ooh, interesting. So curious about this. It's like about you, it's like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, leaving things behind. And it's like, do I do this so you're in between, but we're in between. Should I do this for the long term? Should I stay in this situation and plant my seed and this is it? This is going to be it? Or do I take the heartache? Do I leave? It might be painful, but do I take the short-term hurt and change for the long term as well and get out of this? It seems so serious. It seems very like final. And this feels like a very mental, it seems like a very like, I don't know, like if you're on the outside, you kind of are like, but you don't have to make it, like there's no like permanent change, but maybe, I mean, it could be like, this could be somebody that is deciding whether they want to buy a home somewhere, or it could be a goal that could feel really long, that could feel very permanent, right? Like a very major goal, a major decision. And it's giving like the feeling of not wanting to tell somebody that that's not what they really want. It's like your heart actually really wants something else. but you're like, well, it doesn't make logical sense. Ooh, yeah. Like, it doesn't make logical sense to anyone else except besides me. But to society, like, I should just do what society tells me to do. I should go down the long-term path, the Hierophant path, the Hierophant path, and, kind of like follow where everyone else is going because it makes more sense versus like kind of being misunderstood, kind of going in a path that maybe no one really understands or gets. Like, so should I do the traditional route? Should I get a job at a corporate, in corporate, or should I become a content creator or a travel blog, become a travel blogger, or just something unusual, or like a railroad conductor? That's been on my mind. So it could be anything, but the non-traditional route, which may cause this feeling of some pains, some growing pains. All right, so Friday, really being in our heads about decision making. And now we're on to Saturday. And then Saturday, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is really, really pretty. Really lovely energy of being with family and feeling so grateful for what we already have, even if we don't have everything that we like desire or like we're imagining at this moment, but understanding like in this moment we are so blessed. And it could be by anything. Just be like, I'm so grateful I'm breathing and my body is healthy and I feel good today and there's sunlight and the weather is changing and it's beautiful. And this is the same day. This is happening the same day as the new moon solar eclipse. So there could be like this burst of energy, this burst of emotion. There's a lot of emotion that's happening of like, I'm just really happy to be here in this moment. And, I can see the vision. I see the vision of the future and what it could be, but I'm also happy with the visions that I'm seeing now and what's in front of me. And I feel wholly grateful. So that is Saturday, and now we're going to Sunday. And Sunday we have the Emperor, the King of the Castle, and with the Emperor being here, we are going for it. I mean, Emperor is Aries, right? The Emperor is Aries energy, going for it. It also again gives Capricorn too, though. It does definitely give like Capricorn like business. It does give business, but it's also being the innovator and the whole going for it energy. You're doing it, but being firmly planted in your decision. What will make you happy? What is this fulfillment? I keep like what the repeating message is. What the repeating message is like what I plant will grow. What I focus on will grow. What I want, if I focus on gratitude, there's more things that I'm grateful for. When I focus on, and it's focus. It's taking action and it's focus. I feel like I had a revelation. But it is about moving the dial forward. I want to pull a card on the Emperor. Give me a second. All right. This is Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. King of Wands in reverse. My Mr. Nice Guy is the phrase I'm hearing. Wow. Yeah. Faith, courage, confidence. King of Wands. And it's leaving behind this version of ourselves that wasn't that. The part of ourselves that isn't confident, the part of ourselves that didn't trust ourselves. And this is like having ultimate trust in yourself. Like maybe even like there's no one else around you. It's like things may be crashing around you, but in the end you have yourself, and that gives you the ultimate confidence. You can trust yourself. Do more things that solidify that belief that you can trust yourself and that you are worthy. Keep promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, you keep your word. And how that's important, how you are transforming. And it's really beautiful, very, very like abundant energy that is coming through with Sunday. It's like, I got this. All right. So now let's go into the overall theme. And the overall theme is the moon, the moon. So maybe some shocks and surprises this week. Some shocks, some surprises, but also dreams. Also dreamy, like a dreamy energy this week. I definitely get a feeling like people are being more connected into the supernatural. With all these eclipses, what I've been hearing, what messages have been coming up, and things have been popping up for me about this time period that we're in eclipse season is that we are being more connected with the divine, with the higher power. It's very mysterious, and there's something about dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, is what I'm hearing, because they have something to tell you. When you are manifesting something, you may see it in your dreams. Okay, and now we have the overall advice, which is a new segment. And the advice for the week is the Ace of Pentacles. And so with the Ace of Pentacles, it is a new beginning. It is a new start. Ooh, oh man, the message escapes me. You got to catch him. You got to catch it. And the Ace of Pentacles, right? Ace of Pentacles, strength, a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith. But when you have trust in yourself, the leap is so much easier because you can trust in your feet. You can trust in you. And when you can trust in you and you can trust in the universe at the same time, taking leaps of faith just seem like a skip, just feel like a jump into the future, jump into the new version of yourself. And planting a seed, at the end of this reading, really think about what intention you want for yourself and for your family and for your future. Like, what is it that you want to focus on? What you focus on will grow. What you focus on will grow. And the face, because even the moon, right, even with the moon being the overall theme of the week, there are also some fears. There's some doubts. There can be some uncertainties. But those are so completely lessened when you know that you've got it. When you know you've got it no matter what. When you've got yourself no matter what. When you are your own rock. Things just don't seem as scary. And this kind of makes sense too why I'm really getting from this read, I'm getting that we are manifesting more community, more fun times, more being with our loved ones, more focusing on the present and having special moments. Okay, so I am going to leave that. That is the reading for the week. I hope that supported you in some way. And thank you. Thank you for sharing this space with me. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. And I will see you next week. Love you. Ciao.